we saw Warwick portal away as well, so that's no big deal up in that top lane anymore. Down at the bottom, TSM just placing a couple of wards, making sure that they're not going to get jumped out of that bush. And Corky went back by Manimoon.
Now, that's a pretty strong item. Okay, he's going to have a lot of attack damage now, finally. The really first big damage item. And the Star's actually going to go down almost. I think he's trying to bait Big Fat LP, and yeah, he's going to lose the turret, and no one's going to come in. And there we go. There's the darkness, and Odd One is in there. Big Fat LP has almost no mana, but a perfect wall and flash going to keep him alive. I think it's a little bit unfortunate. They really could have gotten, I think, a little bit more done there, and managed to just not barely pick up those kills. But a great wall, though, from Big Fat LP. Did separate, knocked him away, managed to break the tether with flash. That was definitely good positioning there of that wall. I just feel like that could have went a little bit better somehow. It feels like there's some way they could have gotten that kill.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's out of mana, that flash was, you know, if that wall was slightly differently placed, it could have been a lot different of a story. Instead, he's definitely got no escape. Hotshot GG's actually come up to this top lane to farm it off. So maybe we'll see that swap here between Hotshot GG and Big Fat LP. Big Fat LP going back into the central lane.
Yep.
And it looks like we're going to see Dragon coming down once again for TSM. They need to be careful because Chaucer and Elements are around there. Big Fat LP is going to join in, and they may just go in for this one. That wall off from Anivia wasn't quite on the spot, and Special does get away even before the Ice Blast lands as well.
Yeah, so a good defense there from CLG. They did push TSM back away from that Dragon, kept them from doing too much. Yeah, everyone pretty much walked away just barely safely, though Anivia, I guess if she had had Flash, could have flashed for a better wall and dropped them off a little bit more. Actually did not go movement speed boots. It's actually interesting because normally he actually goes movement 3 boots, but enough about those boots. We got a fight coming on here. They're going to push through onto this turret right now, and they're going to jump for it. They're going to find St. Vision. There comes the burst from Reginald. St. Vision is gone immediately. Chaos, though, ready to keep putting out damage. They will take this turret down. Alistair leading the way on that one. That is a dead turret. TSM now 4-2. Turret kills now equalized 21.5 to 18.8 thousand, so almost 3,000 gold up now. And they're again positioned for Dragon, and I think they're actually going to go for it this time. Looks like Alistair and Timber's going to be the tanks for this time. And this is going to go really well for them. I don't think anyone's going to stop him. Yeah, very quick kill picked up there. Looks like CLG will not stop them. Hotshot GG, though, is nearby. They could pinch on him. I just don't think it would quite work. So TSM building advantages, 3,000 gold up. They might find Hotshot. Looks like they won't quite. Big minion wave pushing at top. I don't think anyone's going to quite farm or ride that, so that'll kind of fizzle out. Hotshot's still waiting around on the wings, putting a lot of aggressive wards into the enemy jungle. That's going to be really good for him. It's going to help that team out quite a lot.
Yeah, Jovan finally will be the one to just go and clear that top lane up. Get himself some free farm. And we've seen pings actually coming down, and CLG are going in and trying to steal that blue buff. We see obviously Anivia will be able to take that one and move away from this fight. Was it Anivia that took it, or was it Malzahar? Didn't quite spot who picked it up first. I didn't see who had the blue buff before, but we've seen wards going down around Baron area as well now. But the big push from TSM definitely starting to move towards this middle tower, especially there with the Odd One, who's able to obviously clear out that big line at once. But TSM are headed up into that Northern River area, pinging over towards Baron as well. And they do have the Oracle on Alistair, which is going to make a big difference for them, able to clear stuff out. And let me check Sona. No Oracle's elixir for Sona just yet. So that's going to give TSM a nice bit of ward coverage and remove the sight from CLG.
Yeah, this is looking really, really good for TSM right now. They really want to fight in the river or around here. The avenues are big enough that Anivia's wall cannot block them off. If they fight in the jungle, if they fight maybe around here or down in here, Anivia's wall can completely screw up a team fight. And so can, the zone control of Malzahar and things like that. But if you fight in this area, except for this choke right here, Anivia can't really block off much. You have this entire big avenue that, rank 2 or so of wall really won't stop you. And you can also get around Malzahar's spells as well. So they would really love to fight in the river. Team SoloMid would. And CLG really wants to pull them into the jungle. And that's going to be really every single one of these fights, no matter how far ahead either team gets, unless it's like 17-0 and 20,000 gold advantage, the fights will always be decided by positioning. The players are good enough and the champions are lined up well enough against each other that it's going to be entirely positioning based. Because champions like Anivia scale, and Malzahar as well, scale so much off of what is the position of this battle, who's going to do the most damage, who's going to get separated, and who's going to take all the burst. And so Chowster doing a great job of getting rid of a lot of these minions, hoping to keep the turret alive, but it's not going to be enough. TSM will pick up their second turret kill of the game, matching up with CLG, but looks like they're going to jump back into this jungle, try to find something to kill, but they'll be okay for now, actually. No one's going to really engage onto them.
Well, if we look at the levels over with TSM, you've got Reginald Danny on 13, Jarvan 11, Vayne 11, over on the side Hotshot GG 13, Big Fat LP 12, and the rest 10, obviously. Sony got 8 as well, so fairly even stuff there. Obviously a bit of an advantage probably over towards CLG, who are once again just farming up in this middle area, making sure there's not too many minions pushing onto this middle turret. And Jarvan's going to get another load of free farm actually down the bottom, which will get him up towards the levels of the likes of Big Fat LP and Hotshot GG.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about tanky DPS champions. They really scale with levels. They want the attack damage of their basic attacks, but they gain health, armor, and magic resist just on leveling up. So they can become really unkillable if they're the highest level champions in the games. That's why they solo top so often, is that they get beefy just from staying around and gaining those levels. They get really hard to kill. And the only way to really kill them is you get like super farmed mages or ranged carries who just have so many items that they can just overpower anything else in the game. And it's kind of an arms race of damage versus durability, and you're going to see Rainman constantly just spam out the big beefy items. He's got the Philosopher's Stone, 2 Hearts of Gold, Mercury Treads, 60 armor, 83 magic resist, just getting really big and strong in this game. And he's really going to be the main force of initiation. He and Alistair have to really get in there and just block out the enemy team. Both of them do have area of effect knockups. They can really just crush the openers in these battles, but they have to survive the rest of that. Alistair at least has the ultimate, so if he gets into a bad situation, pops R, he's going to be all right. But Jarvan's going to jump in there and then rely on his own stats. And that's really the breaking point there is, does your Jarvan get farmed? Is he going to be unkillable? And TSM again going for Baron.
Yeah, start to move in there. They did clear a ward out of the back, but you can see the kind of damage that it's doing to them at this level. And they will start to push away. We saw a ward drop down actually by Warwick into the back of Baron once again. That ward that was cleared out just a few moments ago. Both teams really playing quite, defensively, not going for any silly pushes, just making sure that they keep it safe, getting their levels up to scratch. And I guess we'll maybe see a next fight around Dragon at some point. Don't remember exactly when the last one was taken, to be honest.
It shouldn't be too far away, actually. I'm estimating about 2 minutes, maybe 1. I've kind of lost track of time a little bit here. I've seen a lot of dragons die over the course of time, but yeah, it shouldn't be that far away. They cleaned it up, a decent amount of time ago. So TSM might be getting ready to time that. CLG certainly trying to push their way around in mid. They still have that golem buff on Anivia. They really want to use that because right now there's only a lizard buff as far as buffs are concerned on Team SoloMid. So they really want to do something. And great positioning. They're going to jump.